Alright, so I'd like to thank you guys for hanging in there for part 3. Part 3 is going to show you guys how I pretty much do my own, cleaning up my beard hair or trying to shave off the beard hair with certain tools and then applying a chemical peel. My daily routine, or not daily, but pretty much monthly routine, or maybe every 2 months, 3 months, however I feel that I need a peel, because sometimes I get ingrown hairs, or Barberry folliculitis is what this scientific term or esthetician term would be for ingrown hairs or razor bumps or razor burn. So when you get that Barberry folliculitis, it hurts. You get like a lot of little bumps, redness, and pus. So this is how I pretty much do my routine, how I shave off any little small stubble hairs, because you're going to have male clients who come in and they're going to have hair like mine or thicker. So if they had much thicker hair, as you can see in video number 1, Eric had way more facial hair than I had. For me, it takes a little bit of time to grow in. It doesn't take time for these little small gray hairs to grow in. I don't know, getting old. But anyways, my first razor that we have, or shaver, is this right here. So this is pretty much the Tai Chi razor or shaver, because it is a razor and a shaver at the same time. So the back side flips up and then it cuts on the first side. I'm going to show you my arms and cutting the little tiny hairs, how sharp this really is. So we flip that back down, and so this is really going to get my beard hair because it's longer hairs. But for ones I can't get, I'm going to go back to the back side and clip it with that. Then lastly, if you don't have a Tai Chi shaver or a barber's shaver, they're the same thing. Just the barber's is red, and it costs about 80 bucks, maybe even 100, but it's very nice. It's more detailed than this one, but this I find does the trick. I really don't need anything expensive. So lastly, this will only cut, so I can go against it with my finger and I still won't cut myself, because a razor will not get down in there. It can't get into my skin. But when the hairs get into it, you'll see that it comes right off, because if this razor is folded inward, the hairs go inside this little lip and cut it off. So let's start with the Tai Chi. Your skin does not have to be dry. It can be a little bit wet if you want to, but not dripping wet. You don't want this thing to shock you. So front side, turn it on. It's loud. I have to figure this side. You see how it's not going to get everything, but it just gets the long whiskers. Alright, so let me turn it off for you. So now, if you looked at this side, more hair. This side is just cut down a little bit, but see how it's still a little bit of hairs? So that's when you switch to the back side, flip it on up, turn it back on. So as you can see, this side is a beast. This side clips everything down nice and smooth. It even gives you a nice little line up if you prefer. You can leave it without the line or shave the whole thing off if you want to. So that's this side. So there's still a little bit of stubble in there. And we're good. Okay, so we're back, and this side we have not shaved or clipped up yet. So I'm gonna add a little bit of soap to help me glide with my razor blade. And this is a standard issue blade that most men shave with. So at your practice, just add in your cleanser, your soap, toner, and scrub all together. Get a little bit of water. Add it to the face. So your water's there. Just a few drops. That's it. You don't need much. Okay, so you get your razor. Rinse out. Don't try to do everything all in one, just about 3 strokes until you can get it down to where the length that you want it. 3 to 4 strokes. And that's almost it. I'm gonna do some reverse strokes or going against the grain. Against the grain again. Get underneath the chin. To the sideburns. Stop at the sideburns. So as you can see, on the side of my face, there's no razor burn, no barbary folliculitis. This blade does not cut into your skin. Like I said, it's angled down at a 45-degree angle. Just like when you're dermaplaning, when you're dermaplaning, you hold it at a 45-degree, yes, to slough off dead skin so you don't have to make any nicks. But if you go 90 degrees, something that cuts all the way like a straight razor, as I showed you guys in the last video, or the very first one, this is a straight razor. You know, so if you're in a knife fight, all that good stuff, and girls be crazy at the club, got them straight razors is sharp. But if you go 90 degrees with the straight razor, you could add nicks, but it'll give you the closest shave. This is kind of close, but it's not going to give you the nicks that this blade would be, or will give you. So we'll do a few last cleanup strokes. You do not have to add pressure to this skin at all. You're just gliding, letting it slip on the skin. That's it. So to give you a better demonstration, so I added soap on this side. I'm gonna add some water. Maybe my soap disappeared on me. And underneath the neck. I always say that underneath the neck for last. Get your razor, and as you can see underneath the chin, get you guys some light so you can see. So underneath the chin, no pressure. All you're doing is gliding. Okay, so now we're gonna cleanse, we're gonna tone and scrub our face all in one session, with our scrub. Everybody's always asking, where's the scrub? Why don't see, or why can't I see salt granules? It's a chemical scrub. They taught you this in school. I'm hoping that they taught you in school, even at the basic level. You don't have to be a master esthetician to know that certain chemicals like enzymes from like papaya, pineapple, apples, certain berries, they eat at the skin naturally. It's a chemical process. Same thing for this. That's how it's a toner, scrub, and cleanser all in one. So just to answer your question from somebody who gave me a nasty comment about that, I guess they didn't understand what a chemical scrub is. A chemical peel is nothing but a chemical exfoliation. It is a total scrub. It's basically scrubbing off any dead skin from the inside out. It's going deep down inside, scrubbing it out. So let's go ahead and cleanse our face. Some soap. Okay, so we're cleansing the face. Alright, we're going to cleanse the face. You can use your fingers. You don't have to use gloves if you don't want to. It's my own face. Dry your hands. Now, I use a brush on people's face in the videos. As you can see, I use this brush, bamboo bristles. You do not have to use bamboo bristles, but I like it for chin hairs, facial hair for male. Saturate your brush with some water. You can get the whole face. Get that beard. A little bit more water. And I'm going fast so I can get through this video. And that's it. I love the brush. But say you don't want to use the brush. Somebody's face is sensitive. Silicone, rubber tips. Can't get any more sensitive than that. So you can wet your brush or silicone. Turn your power button on, it vibrates. Nice and soothing. Man, it feels good. Get in the beard. Don't be scared. And if you need more pressure, flip it to the other side, this side. Grab some water. Now remember, this is silicone brushes. Silicone. It cannot hurt you. It's very, very soft. You just turn it off. Put it down. Alright, make sure you have all your soap out. Alright, so now that the skin is nice and dry, we dried our skin, we used the fan, whatever you need to do for your client, turn your fan on. After the cleanse, toner, and scrub, you need to dry the skin out. The reason why we're drying the skin out is for me, and this is for me only, this is pretty much for all you guys right now, this is a warning or a disclaimer. I'm not here to tell you what you need to do. You're an esthetician, you're an adult. You do what you have to do, whatever your school has taught you, stick with it. If you like the little fluff and buff treatments that they give, go for it. I'm out for, not perfection so much, but for change in that person's skin, to see them happy. That's what I want. So as long as you're not damaging or hurting anybody's skin, you're doing great. As long as you do no harm, just like in massage therapy, there's no wrong way to do a massage. Well, there is a wrong way, and that means hurting somebody. So just don't hurt anybody. Do no harm. You will be fine. Okay? We're going to do diamond tip microdermabrasion just at a dry form. It doesn't have the suction to it, so you don't have to worry about something, a vacuum sucking out your skin. You can do it dry. So for this side, for instance, you just... And that's why I say your skin has to be dry. Because wet is going to feel weird. And you are not trying to get every little piece of dead skin off. Just enough to break open dead skin that the scrub could not get, or the toner and the cleanser. You're going to open up these pores, these channels in your skin, so that scrub or chemical peel can now go deep down inside and penetrate even further. Okay? And yes, before I get a lot of hate mail on YouTube as usual about wearing gloves. Gloves. I'm my own client. I'm me. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. So, I got my gloves for the chemical peel. But for anything else, I'm a professional. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Relax. You know. United States Marine, for crying out loud. Can handle myself. Come on, please. And like I said, I'm not trying to get everything. I just want to break open the skin where my hair grows. That's it. So now we're going to add our chemical peel. Alright, so here we are. We're going to add our chemical peel. But before the chemical peel, I want to go even further because remember, diamond tip only scratches the surface of the skin. I want to open up the skin with a dermapen. This is a combination treatment. If you are scared, do not watch further. This is just something that I know most dermatologist offices do now, or they have been doing it for several years. We were taught this in school, combination treatments. Why just do one treatment when you can knock out 2 or 3, maybe even 4? You know, give the person what they want. If their skin can take it. My skin can take it. I know what my skin can take. That's why you have to know your client and know what you're doing. So wet your brush. Get all the water out. You're going to use a serum. Your serum is your mask. And yes, I have it right over the bowl. I'm going to use the bowl. No one else is using my bowl. So it can drip back in the bowl. You can double dip. Close that eye. Okay, and now we're ready for this side of the face. Get your dermapen, 12 needles, gonna puncture my skin, so now to allow that chemical peel to go deep down inside and the serum that I just put on my face. It's on. I'm gonna start off at 1 nanometer. Well, actually, that's not nothing. So let's go to 1.5. It's the cheeks. Cheeks are softer, so you need deeper penetration. And I'm just doing quick passes, nothing slow. Like I said, I just want to focus on the cheek area. Now, you see how I just did that? I did it really, really fast because I do not want this at a 1 nanometer penetrating my skin more than it has to. Because as you can see right here, it's pinpoint bleeding in here and here. You just want to go fast at 1 nanometer. 1.5 is too much. Don't do 1.5 or 2.0. Always keep it under 1. Because you start seeing little pinpoint bleeding, as you can see, on the cheek area. So don't be foolish. Seriously, just really, really quick. So for the second side, if you don't have a dermapen, and it's a little bit pricey use a derma roller. Let's see how the derma roller works. So remember, we're adding our serum. If you have hyaluronic acid, that's even better. Just hyaluronic acid is very expensive. If you can afford it, go for it. Alright, so now that it's added to your face, take a derma roller and just roll slowly in a controlled motion. And you're not supposed to be stabbing yourself in the face. Just roll nice and easy. As you can see right here, start pinpoint bleeding already, right there. These pins in the beard hair, go in the beard. You're not gonna hurt the hairs. And I make dermal rollers that are smaller dermal rollers so you can hit every little corner of the nose. But I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to open up the channels of the nose. And as you can see, redness on my nose. This is no joke. This is just light pressure. If you add too much pressure, your client is going to be pissed off when they get off the table. Alright, so as you can see, my face is nice and red in certain areas. I only really worked the beard area. I didn't do the forehead. I didn't need to. Now we're going to add our chemical peel. The chemical peel, we're going to use Lyra. Lyra products I like just because it has a stronger lactic percentage. So image is great, don't get me wrong, but I think there's like, it's strong, but then you have to actually do it with a couple passes. You only really need one pass with Lyra products, maybe two, but with image you need 3, possibly 4 to get really strong. So this is a primer. The primer we're not going to add. The reason why we're not going to add this primer is because we've already did enough damage to the face to where we do not need to saturate it or dry it out. This is beyond an alcohol. This is crucial. It's like a pill in itself. So we're going to leave that alone. But if you didn't do what we just did and just did a regular chemical peel, you would add that first, take it off, or put it on after a cleanser, and then you go into your chemical peel. So that's what we're about to do right now. Alright, so we're back. I actually had to redo a video because it actually didn't have enough space and it only cut half of me applying the peel to my face. So I wanted to show you guys again how you're actually adding the chemical peel. The chemical peel that I'm using is Lyra. Lyra, L-I-R-A. It's a professional peel. I like it because it's very strong. It's stronger than even the image peels, even the PCA peel, Obagi. Pretty much almost, not all of them. There are some stronger pills, but this just by itself comes 30% lactic peel, but it's a strong lactic peel. So you're really going to feel the burn, but you only keep it on your face for about 2 minutes, 1.5 to 2 minutes, so you don't feel that intense burning. Once you go past 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5, 8, 10, good grief, that's craziness. But people do it. The doctor's office that are working right now, the Medi-Spa, they do 8-minute, 10-minute peels, leaving it on people's face. They numb the face up first with numbing cream or lidocaine, or even a stronger numbing cream like they put in your tooth, like Novocaine or something like that, that just deadens the nerves. But that's somebody who has like pitting, acne, scar marks, really bad, hyperpigmentation, a scar that they're trying to get rid of, burn victims. So they're trying to actually do a peel that goes in so far into your skin to where, yes, it's going to cause massive irritation if you didn't use a spray. That's why I like this peel. You only really need to leave it on your face for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So let's go. So you unscrew your cap. Now there's several bowls that you can put your peel in. So let me show you. You can put it in a rubber bowl. Rubber bowl doesn't have anything in it, but you can put it in a rubber bowl if you choose to. You can put it in a nice little Chipotle bowl, you know, the guacamole and chips. Oh man, good grief. So you get these at like Food Restaurant Depot, or you just go to Chipotle. I don't endorse Chipotle, I'm just saying, you can go there and ask them for like 4 or 5 of these cups, rinse it out, you just reuse it. That's what we're gonna use today. Or you can have like a little small plastic petri dish that you collect blood samples or whatever. Find these at the beauty store. It's easy. Whatever you choose to use it. Say in a pinch where you forgot your bowl, rubber bowl, your little petri dish, and your Chipotle bowl, and you can't run down to the local Chipotle and get one of these real quick. Say you forgot it. You have all these people waiting for you. What you're gonna have to do is the cap that it comes with, or any bottle that you're using, I don't care where it is, take the cap off, pour the pill in here, and just lightly as you can, don't spill the pill, dip in with your brush, apply, use what you have. Say this cap falls and rolls down somewhere into a drain, which mine has. I took it off, I didn't have a cup, it rolled into one of her little, you know, where the air conditioner is, the vents. This little small cap rolled in between the vent and went down in there. So what I'm going to do now, take your brush applicator, lightly tilt the bottle to where you can get peel, or add the peel to a gauze pad, roll the bottle over and apply. That's all you can do. So now let's apply our peel. Our peel is going to go right into our Chipotle bowl or Chipotle cup. Just a little bit. That's all I need. Just a little bit. So another applicator, you can use little small micro sponges like your makeup applicator, but this will soak up all your product. Just saying. So you're gonna have to squeeze that product out and then dab it in. This is just in a pinch, just showing you what you can do if you really need to. Now, before you add a chemical peel, a lot of people have been asking me this question. In our school, they have taught us to use petroleum jelly. That protects your nose, your corners of your eyes, eyebrows. If you had tattoo in your eyes, or you just don't want your eyebrows touched too much by the chemical peel because it's active, you put petroleum jelly here, corners of your eyes, in the crest of the eye, nose, and the corners of the mouth. So let me demonstrate. Vaseline, just plain old regular Vaseline. Get like a little bit of it. A little bit's on my finger. Rub, rub, rub. I put too much. But anyway, corner of the eye, top of the eye, where your eyebrows are, corner of the eye, or you can go down to the eye if you want to, but I like to have the chemical peel down here. This is when people get sagging and wrinkly skin and stuff like that, or crow's feet. So you only want to dab like a little bit at the corner, a little bit, because crow's feet starts right around here, the temple area. So again, eyebrows, corner, and you still have a little bit of left. Go to the nose, corner of the nose, at the bottom, corner, at the bottom. Because these are sensitive areas. You have more nerve receptors in this area alone. So corners of the mouth, and that's it. And those for those people who have very sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, but it still burns in those certain areas. So be careful. So now let's add our chemical peel. So you get your brush, make sure your bristles are nice and loose. Wipe that water off. Wipe the water off your bristles. If you need to make them loose, make sure they're nice and dry or water's out of your bristles. Take your peel, your cup, take the peel, and apply. Oops. And I'm just going to do a quick pass because I already did a chemical peel that you guys have missed due to my not recording it. It was my fault. So I'm adding it very quickly, but you're just adding the peel with no problems. Getting that beard area. Remember, this is a video about men's beard and goatees and everything. Get in there. Get some more peel, get underneath that chin. Get the nose. Make sure you went over your forehead really, really well. And that's it. That's how you add your peel. And then now you're going to take it off with cold water. And once again, yes, I did not wear gloves. But just for you guys out there who really want to see gloves in the video, here's your gloves. See? 2 pair. Or 1 pair. So don't freak out if you don't see me wearing gloves. It's me. I know my own skin. Alright, next, so you're going to want to take off the chemical peel. When you take off the chemical peel, you need ice. Ice cold water. Remember, always ice cold water. So all I'm doing is pretty much just shaking up my water, making sure it gets cold. Remember, wash your fan brush off because you just put that chemical peel on. You don't want to put peel back into the water just yet. Alright, now that everything is washed off, you put your brush back into the bowl where you had your serum, because it's going to be a cooling serum. After you take it off, or after you take the peel off with the cold water, you're going to take it off with your serum, or you're going to put your serum on it so it can cool down, because your face is on fire right now. If you can see, my face is nice and bright red. Forehead, nose area, cheek area, everything. So that's why you need this cold water. It's important. Sponges, dip them in that cold water. It's been more than 3 minutes. Remember, 2 to 3 minutes only. Do not do 4 or 5 minutes. The person's face is going to be burned. I've been doing chemical peels for a while, so I can do 5 minutes or 6 minutes. It's burning, but it's not burning as bad as my first peel or third peel. So 2 or 3 minutes, I'm good to go. Cold water. Put my bowl down. Ran out of space for my bowl. Alright. So you wring out your cold water. Feels good. Rinse under cold water. Take these, don't put them right back initially. Rinse under cold water first. Alright everybody, so now that we have finished up our chemical peel, we've taken it off, like I said, with the bucket of cold water, or a little bowl of cold water with ice. I'm gonna pour it out, pour out the ice, because that water is contaminated. Wash your hands off, because your hands will still have peel on it if you didn't wear gloves. I didn't wear gloves. Like I said, I have the gloves here. I just know my own face. I can do what I need to do. And now my skin, you can see, is bright red a little bit. But that's all you have to worry about. It's supposed to be bright red. It's a chemical peel. It's strong. So, nose is going to be bright red underneath the eye area. But the chin area is doing really well. I just want to burn the Barberry folliculitis or any ingrown hairs, soften them up so they can grow right. So then after this, now to cool my face down or calm it down, some people like me, I've been doing chemical peels for a while or gone through chemical peels. I'm fine a little bit. I would say from 1 to 10, I'm at maybe a 3. So I'll turn my fan on. Oh man. So you can use your fan if you want to. It feels great. But even better, a cooling gel or calming balm. Most calming balms on the market are very expensive. Mine, pretty much, I went through a product making class that allowed us to make our own. And all these big box stores, they're making a lot of money off of all of us because we don't know how to make products. And if you do, it's very time consuming. You could spend hours in front of the stove slaving, just like somebody's coming home from work. You got to cook for the kids or husband, wife, whoever. And you're slaving hours. Yeah, you don't want to cook every night. Same thing with making products. You don't want to make them every day or every other day. So mine is a little soupy, but I don't mind it. I like the way I make it. So just add it to the forehead. And see, it just instantly cools my skin down. Oh, man, especially underneath the eye. Man. And there's plenty of cooling balms or cooling gel on the market. You just have to search for the one that you like or one that's very affordable. And just glide on your skin nice and easy. No pressure. Don't drag the skin. And you should be fine. Everything's going to work out. Nice even strokes. Grab a little bit more and then add it to the chin area or your beard, anywhere where there's hair. Right underneath the chin, don't forget your chin. Neck area. Grab a little bit more. And definitely get the neck. Send your clients home happy. And that's your cooling gel. The cooling gel is awesome because right now I'm now at a 1, barely even a 1. It's actually just calming everything down, and that's what you want. That's why you only leave the chemical peel on there for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Anything over that, you need to keep adding on your fans, your cooling gel, washing the face off with water and cotton, or cotton and cold water. It could be a pain in the butt. So keep it light. You'll be fine. So now I'm going to show you how I take off the cooling gel. You can leave it on. There's no problem. But for me, I'm going to take it off on a wet towel. It's going to be nice and cool. Actually, I'm getting it out of my hot towel cappy. It's going to be a little warm, but I'm going to run it under cold water and take it off. Jesus. So see how hot? Jesus. Whew. You don't need it hot at all. Your skin is already inflamed. You want to cool your skin. So now, under the cold water. Alright, so now that you got cold water, squeeze out your little diaper drape or diaper towel. I like the diaper towels because they're nice and soft. Made for babies. Feels good. I don't drag the skin. I'm just gliding with it. That feels good. I am now at pretty much at 1, going to the 0. Again, it's a slight, I know something's on my face, or I know something's active, but I want to say it's a 0, but I would be lying to you. It's always going to be some sort of tingling sensation until about 4 to 6 hours. Your skin will calm down to 0. So I'm doing now that my skin is nice and calmed down. Now I can add a nice moisturizer with sunscreen already built into it. So remember, a young lady, I sent a nice sized bottle of this to her. It did cost some money, but she ran out of it. I had no idea. This is how much you need. Take your finger, dip it in, take it out. 1 finger, 2 finger, chin area. Well, for beard, maybe 3 or 2. And then cheek again. And then your nose. That's it. That's it. That's all you need. So now, do you see what I mean by this is all you need? It's a lot of moisture. So now, as you guys can see, you don't need a lot of moisturizer at all. It's a nice slip, it's a nice glide. You can finish up with your nice facial massage if you want to. And it does wonders for your skin. It's very nice. So I appreciate you guys watching, and remember, do what you feel is best for the person's skin. Don't do just what I did and think that, hey, it has to be done this way. Do whatever is best for you. This is just how I treat my skin. Alright? And we'll see you guys next time. And by the way, everything that I've gone over, from brushes to dermal rollers, all the products, to Lyra, to the fan, everything that I use in this video, I'm going to leave a link at the bottom of the page. So just click at the bottom of the page or in the description section right below the video. It says description or show me more. It'll have all your links to where I got all my products from. So I'll see you then.